We now need to add portals to the game, because currently you can move through your game on a level. I can jump and I can move, but there's no way for me to get to the second level. So we're going to place portals. So we need to make a portal. So we're going to go to the sprite symbol library, and we're going to search, and it says add button 1. So I'm going to look for button 1. And of course it's not. So you're going to look for button 1, and we're going to add it. The portal needs some setup code to position it correctly on each level and make it slightly see-through before it opens. So on button 1, we're going to go to the event when I receive setup. Then we have to set the level. So we're going to go to variables and find set, change the variable to level, and it is going to be 0. Now we don't want to see the portal completely. See how you can see it? So we're going to set the ghost effect to 50. So I'm going to go to looks, and I got to scroll down and find the set effect. Remember, it's not necessarily going to say ghost, so you're looking for set effect and a drop-down menu where you're able to change it to ghost. So this will make the portal slightly transparent. Then we're going to set the color effect to 0, which means the sprite will appear in its normal green color at the start of each level. So I'm going to go back, and now I'm going to just use set color and leave it at 0, and set the ghost effect to 50. So it's just half transparent. Then I need to set up the changing of the levels. So I need my if-then statements. So I actually need 3 for each level. So I'm just going to drag out 3 since I'm here. You can do them one at a time, or you could drag 3 out. Then I need the same operator, the equal to, as I've done before. So I'm going to put them in all at once since I'm here and I see that I need 3 of them. Then I need to set my levels. So I need to go to variable and grab level. So I'm just going to do each of them right now since I know I'm going to do for all my 3 levels. And then I change the variable to the different levels. So first one is if the level is equal to 1. The second, if the level is equal to 2. And the third is if the level is equal to 3. And so now I'm going to tell, and you can see, here's it got lighter because it is green and the setup is there. So watch. There we go. So now I need to put in the coordinates that I want the green button to go to, the portal, for each level. So I'm going to go to my motion, and I need my go to, the XY coordinates. So I know I need it for all 3. So I'm going to put it for all 3. And then I'm going to carefully put my coordinates in. So the first one you want to go to, 200x to minus 40y. The next one you want to go to 100 minus 150y. And the last one you want to go to 175 minus 125y. Oops, minus 125y. So the go-to blocks set the portal position on the stage at each level. And do not worry if the portal isn't right in the place right now. We will fine-tune it later. Now we need to create the second block of code that shows the portal waiting for the bones to be collected and opens the portal by showing it changing color until a player touches it. So you won't be able to do any of this yet necessarily because the bones aren't there. So let's give a start. So when I receive start is going to be the control that gets it started, the event. So when I receive start, so we want to wait until the bones equal 0. So we're going to go to control, and we don't need wait, we need wait until. Once again, we need an operator, the equal operator. So I will go back and make sure I take the equal operator. And then I need to take the variable of bones. So when the bones equal 0, which means you've collected all the bones, we want to set the ghost effect to 0. So basically that means what's going to happen is the button is going to basically disappear. So I'm going to do set ghost effect to 0. Okay, then we're going to repeat this whole situation. So I go to the control, and we need a repeat until, not just a regular repeat. We need a repeat until, and then we have to say, okay, well, what's the determining factor? So we're going to repeat until the player block, which is our main thing, is touching it. So I'm going to go to sensing. So until the player block gets to the portal, and the bones are at 0 when you've collected all the bones, it's going to change the color by 25. So once it is touching, you will be able to see it. So basically what we're doing is we're changing the transparency level of your button. So in different stages, it's going to look differently depending what's going on in the game. So I need to do change color by 25. And then last but not least, set level over to 1. So we need to go to the variables, set at the end, level over, because this is how it knows that the level is over, to 1. So this is going to trigger the change of a level. And now your portal should be complete.